Today I've got a couple of updates for you from our video yesterday as well as our live last night. We're going to talk about lots of headlines from Carnival Cruise Line. I've got updates for you on the Crown Princess and lots more. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Tuesday. It is June 24th of 2025. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please click on that subscribe button. And if you appreciate my updates, please give this video a thumbs up. We'll be taking you with us on a very grand tour on a Viking River cruise, visits to Maastricht in the Netherlands for a concert, and on to a road trip around Austria and Switzerland. And so you're not going to want to miss out. We're going to go live as often as we can, so be sure to subscribe so that you'll be coming with us. Now, I want to clarify a couple of things. Yesterday, when we were talking about the changes to the Princess credit card, I was wrong. I completely misunderstood. So let me tell you what's going on with that. Number one, right now, when you make purchases with your Princess credit card and you make purchases to buy a Princess cruise or anything to do with a Princess cruise, your excursions, shipboard purchases, anything, you get to have 2 points for every dollar that you spend. And then everywhere else you spend money, you get 1 point. That's not going to change. That's going to stay the same. The change is going to be in the redemption rate. So right now, if you spend $10,000, and thank you so much to our Let's Go family member who sent me this example. So if you spend $10,000 on your Princess card and it's all on Princess purchases, you are going to get 20,000 points. The way the redemption rate works right now, you are going to get $400 applied to your statement as a credit, okay? But after August 1st, if you spend that same $10,000 on Princess purchases, you're still going to get those 20,000 points, but now they're only going to be able to be redeemed for $200 of statement credit rather than $400. And so make sure if you've got some money sitting there on your card and you need to redeem it, do it by July 31st. And I'm saying do it a little bit early because in order to redeem those, you have to call your credit card company and they're going to be really busy. I am sure they're going to be busy because so many people are going to be trying to redeem their points before this new redemption rate kicks in on August 1st. So thanks again. Next up, the second thing, last night in our live, we were talking about the amazing Vow Renewal that Princess did on our Love Boat cruise last year and looking forward to the Love Boat cruise this year. We do have a group going on the Love Boat cruise this year. So if you didn't know that and you want to come, it's November 16th, 2025, round trip out of Galveston on the Regal Princess. And the thing that makes the Love Boat cruises special is they have some of the original cast from the original TV show come on board the ship, and they are so kind. They answer questions. They let you get your photo with them. Lots of events linked to that. Princess has not released anything about the packages yet. Like, remember last time they had packages so that you could have more access. You paid for it, and then you got to go some extra events. Those have not been released yet, but I'm keeping my eye out for them, and I'll let you know when they do. But at any rate, we were talking about the amazing Vow Renewal, and someone said, do they do Vow Renewals on all Princess cruises? And nope, they don't. But it's really important to know that in addition to doing the Vow Renewals on the Love Boat cruise, they also do the Vow Renewals on Valentine's Day. So if you would like to do a Vow Renewal on a beautiful Princess cruise ship and you can't come to the Love Boat cruise, definitely book a Valentine's Day cruise so that you can do that. Now, the third thing I want you to know about Princess today is that their website is incredibly slow. And over the last maybe week or so, I have noticed that they have been updating the way that, which their website's always slow. That's not new, but it's slower than usual. And they have been updating the way that they do excursions. So it used to be beautiful. It used to be they would list the itinerary, your times in port. You click over here for that day that you wanted to look at the excursions. Once you booked a cruise, it would, an excursion, it would would show you that for that day so you knew exactly what you have. They're not doing that anymore. It's much more cumbersome. When you click on excursions, it's going to show you all the excursions. So the bottom line that I want you to know is tomorrow I'm going to talk to you about it. I'm going to walk you through it. And since they no longer let you see under excursions what excursions you have booked, I'm going to show you the way that you can still do that so that you can keep track of what you've got booked. Okay, I know they're always supposed to show up in the app, but I really never think of the app as a really good way to do that because a lot of my excursions for cruises don't show up in the app, and some of them start showing up when I get on board the ship, but even then sometimes they don't all show up. So I'm going to walk you through all that tomorrow, but if you're experiencing really slow website there with Princess, I think it's across the board. Alrighty. Now, like I said, we have so many updates with Carnival, and just some of them I feel like are notable if you sail on Carnival Cruise Line or if you are thinking about it. First up, yesterday, Carnival Cruise Line announced that they are partnering with a big technology company, DXC, and they are going to help them integrate their shoreside systems and update everything and make everything run smoother, both on their shoreside and their shipboard computer systems. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what they change. I know that Carnival Cruise Line is one of the ones that the app doesn't really work until you get on board the ship, and then it comes to life. So we'll see if it stays that way or a little bit or if it, just how they change everything. Okay, wanted you to know that change is coming. Second up, Celebration Key. We've been talking about that for a couple of years now with Carnival. July 19th is the day this year that the first ship is going to make a call there at Celebration Key. Christine Duffy herself will be there to open it. It's really kind of exciting, and I think the really important thing to remember about Celebration Key that I think is so awesome is it is, to me, I know that there are other private islands that have some adults only area. I think the Celebration Key is going to have the nicest adults only areas. So that's a big step forward. They'll still have lots of areas for children and families because that's so important, but I think it's wonderful that they're also going to have adult-only areas for people that either want time away from, their family if they're traveling with extended family, or they just want to enjoy a little bit more relaxation that way. That's coming. There are 5 different areas there on Celebration Key, and it includes the largest freshwater lagoon in the Bahamas, is what they're advertising. So I'm excited to get feedback from all of you. Let us know if you're going to be going to Celebration Key coming up as it opens. The third thing that I think is really important, and I think the reason that this really stood out to me is because of what is going on with the Grand Princess right now. Go back and see my videos. I talked about it again yesterday, what's going on the Grand Princess if you've not been following along. But Carnival Liberty has been in dry dock, and the location that she was in dry dock suddenly had a work stoppage. So they actually had to move the ship from the location where she was in dry dock to another location so that they could get everything done that they wanted to have done in time to be ready to sail. Well, it is causing their first sailing back from the dry dock to be canceled. It was due to sail out of New Orleans. All of those guests have been notified, and they not only get a 100% refund of everything that they paid, but they also get a 100% future cruise credit. So they just need to make sure that they use that future cruise credit by June 30th of 2026. And so my heart goes out to everybody that thought that they were going to go on that cruise. At the same time, I'm really glad that you not only get your money back, but you get your future cruise credit. And even more importantly, as we saw on the Grand and we continue to see on the Grand Princess, I'm really glad that they are finishing the work that needed to be done rather than just setting sail when they weren't quite ready. Because people go on cruises, both people that have cruised on a cruise line know, and they go to expect what they've received before, and then you have all the new people going, and maybe it's their very first cruise, and then they get a bad situation and they never want to go again, either on that cruise line or maybe on a cruise ever. And so I think hats off to Carnival to making that important decision. All right, let's talk about the Crown Princess around here. Yesterday, I let you know that there was a big storm that was slowing them down. So we've got Let's Go family members on board, just a couple that I'm aware of, and they have been sending me updates. So Princess was able to add, since they have more time there on the eastern coast of Africa, they were able to add a port stop in Durban, South Africa, which I think is really exciting. It gives you a chance to see a little bit more of that whole region there, and then they will will still be heading down to Cape Town. They still get to have the overnight that they were supposed to have there, so they're not missing out on a minute on that. They will be a little bit delayed to their port stop in Walvis Bay, Namibia, and so I'll keep you up to date with what they let me know, the changes that go with that. But a good reminder that weather can happen anytime, but I love that the cruise lines really go out of their way and try to make sure that everything goes as smoothly as possible and that the guests get to see a little bit more. So hats off to Princess on that one. Alrighty, that's what I've got for you. Last night we had a wonderful live, lots of great questions, so much to talk about, great people came, and so if you missed that, just go back and watch it again so you don't miss out on anything. So I look forward to reading your comments. I want to hear if you're going on Carnival, what do you think about the situation with the Carnival Liberty and them canceling that cruise to move to another dry dock location, and just so many things to talk about. Let me hear from you in the comments, and I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.